So for the next one, this is about dividing all of the row into certain number of areas and allow all the columns to fill into that area. So currently I've got two columns in a row. So let's go to, and I'll increase the number of columns to see what I'm going to do. Okay. Or I'll not increase the number of columns. Let's begin by doing what I want to do. So I'll add inside on this row class, okay, which is the parent class, I'll add row hyphen calls, and you can see this is suggesting me numbers 1 through 6, right, and auto. Okay, so if I put in auto and save and refresh it, you can see all the columns inside of this row has taken the value of auto, which is they are taking the size of the text, right? Now if I change this to row calls 1, right, it will suggest, it will tell the row to take, it will tell the columns inside it to take entire row. It will not divide the row into anything. It will ask the columns, each column, to take the entire row's width. Okay, so the columns will stack in front of each other. If I set this to 2, it will work like a normal without, like we had it earlier, without passing anything. So this and this would work the same if it were only 2 columns, right? Not if there were more than 2 or less than 2 columns. Say if I put a 3 here, so it will divide the row into 3 parts and let the columns take 2 parts. The third one is empty because it's waiting for another column. If there is 3 columns, then it will be filled too. If there is 4 columns, it will go to the next one, right? So let me double the number of columns that I have. I'm done with that, and you can see this. So I've set this to row calls 3. It has divided the row area into 3 parts, and so now the columns are taking that place, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So similarly I can do it with 4. It will divide the area into 4 parts, and I can do it with 5. It will divide the area into 5 parts, and finally it will, if I put 6, it will divide the area into 6 parts, right? So it's only possible through 1 to 6, not more than 6. If I try to put in 7, it will not work, 7 to 12, because it's not there and nothing like that is there. It's only possible through 1 through 6. It's only possible to divide the row into 6 parts, right? Okay, so say now I want to have different sizes for this. Can I do that? Let me try that. Say I wanted call to be 8 parts, right? Can I do that? Okay, so it has given the third. Okay, I had set it for the third one. Let me set it for second one, right? Now let's see. All right, so it has given second one as 8 parts, which is 2 areas, right? If it were say 6 parts, let's try and run that. You can see it's giving it, it still has divided the row into 3 parts. If something wants more than what it is given, it allows it to take it and leaves the rest of that part and starts the next part with the next one, right? So that's how this works. And if I had, so this is all that we know about dividing the row into some equal parts and letting the columns take that place instead of waiting for column to, if we try to do something like 4 for all of this here, right, that would take 4 parts of the 12 parts that the grid is divided into. Okay, it gives the same result. So instead of putting it for all the 4 columns, I could do I could simply say row calls 3, right? So it will divide the entire thing into 3 parts and it will give me the same result. All right, see you in the next video with more things to do with other components of Bootstrap.